The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from us. Hello everyone, this is Vinay Setia. In this video, we'll discuss format of balance sheet of a company as per part 1 of schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. This mask has become indispensable for all of us. Similarly, the balance sheet of a company is also very important, not only for students, not only in exams, but also for everyone who is interested in investment in shares. But मुझे लगा मेरे कहने से कौन मानेगा, तो मैंने भी उनसे बात की जिनकी बात आजकल सब मानते हैं, मोदी जी, हम सबके प्यारे मोदी जी. यू डोंट बिलीव मी? तो ये देखिए, गॉट इट जस्ट नाउ, अभी भाई क्यों ना हो. साइंटिस्ट को सैटेलाइट लॉन्च करनी है, मोदी जी आएंगे. एथलीट्स को ओलंपिक्स जाना है, मोदी जी. स्टूडेंट्स को बोर्ड एग्जाम में जाना है, मोदी जी. We have to discuss such an important topic. क्यों नहीं आएंगे मोदी जी? He has promised me by the end of this video he will be here with us. So let's start. Okay, this is the format of balance sheet. On the top we write balance sheet of, like in this case, companies Blessings Unlimited. Balance sheet of Messrs Blessings Unlimited as at 31st March current year. Then we write particulars, note number, figures relating to current year and figures relating to previous year. In case of partnership, we make T form balance sheet, in which this side is liability side and this side is asset side. Liabilities and assets. In case of company, it has rotated 90-degree clockwise. Liabilities and assets. Let's continue with balance sheet. It has two parts. The upper part is for equity and liabilities and lower part assets. Just like Earth, our Earth is divided in two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Our balance sheet is also divided in two parts. First part is equity and liabilities and second part is assets. And under both parts there are some main heads and subheads. In these yellow portions we will see the main heads, and under black portions we will see subheads, main heads and subheads. So let's begin with the main heads. First main head is shareholders fund, owners fund, shareholders fund. Next is share application money pending allotment. Shareholders fund means the funds that belongs to existing shareholders, and application money pending allotment is this amount belongs to those investors from whom we have already received application money but shares are yet to be allotted, and in the meantime we have prepared our balance sheet. So officially they have not become our shareholders, but of course they are going to get shares. Till then we will show their amount under the category share application money pending allotment. Okay. Next main head is non-current liabilities, then current liabilities. So these are the four main heads under the side equity and liabilities. Now the first main head under assets is non-current assets, and second main head is current assets. It's very important to learn these 4 plus 2 6 items, but sometimes we can forget the sequence, the order, and that order is very important. For that we can use some trick. So I have highlighted the first letter in most of the heads. I have highlighted first letter except this share application money pending allotment. S, here I have taken A, highlighted A. Then from non-current liabilities I have highlighted N, then C, then N, then C, and from this we'll make a dialogue. S, A, N, C, N, C. Say all, no crackers, no crackers. Or we can remember it like say all no corruption, no corruption. Say all no corruption, no corruption. You know, by using this slogan, by remembering this slogan, we'll be able to learn the sequence, right? You can pause the screen and read this. Okay, let's continue with the balance sheet. Now, after the main heads, we'll discuss subheads under each main head. First of all, subheadings of shareholders fund. 3 subheads are share capital, reserves and surplus, money received against share warrant. So, there are 3 subheads under shareholders fund. Then, under non-current liabilities, there are 4 subheads: borrowings, deferred tax liability, other long-term liabilities, and then provisions. Next, under current liabilities, the subheads are borrowings, trade payables, other current liabilities, and provisions. Now, subheads under non-current assets: fixed assets, investments, deferred tax assets, loans and advances, and other non-current assets. Now, last, under current assets, the subheadings are investment, inventories, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalent, loans and advances, and other current assets. Now, you must be wondering why I have not written anything under the head share application money pending allotment. My dear friends, this head is empty. There is no subheading under this. Now, these red items are those which are common in different heads. Like in case of non-current liabilities and current liabilities, borrowings and provisions are common. In case of non-current assets and current assets, investments are common, then loans and advances are common. In case of non-current liabilities, we write long-term borrowings and long-term provisions. In case of current liabilities, we write short-term borrowings and short-term provisions. In case of non-current assets, we write non-current investment. In case of current assets, we write current investment. And in case of loans and advances, when they are in non-current assets, we write long-term loans and advances. And when they are in current assets, we write short-term loans and advances. Are you enjoying it? I don't think so. So, let's throw it. This sheet will help us in learning all the subheads in proper order. So, let's start. I have highlighted the first letter. In case of shareholders fund, these are SRM. In case of non-current liabilities, these are BDOP. In case of current liabilities, BTOP. In case of non-current assets, FIDLAO. In case of current assets, IITCCLAO. Even this is very difficult. So many letters in jumbled form. You know, unless we relate them with some name or some place or some government policy, it's very difficult to memorize the order. So first of all, let's separate them from the list. Yes, under shareholder funds, the subheadings begins with SRM. लास्ट ईयर सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जजमेंट आई थी मंदिर बनाने के लिए, श्री राम मंदिर अयोध्या में. सो विल नेवर फॉरगेट द ऑर्डर. श्री राम मंदिर, शेयर कैपिटल, रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस, money received against share warrant, SRM. Now, non-current liabilities. We can use the policies of मोदी जी. जब से आए हैं कितने लोन ऑफर किए हैं, मुद्रा लोन, ये लोन, वो लोन. Even during pandemic, he offered so huge packages. और जब वो पैकेज खोले, अंदर क्या निकला? लोन. He said, we have made provision for loan. आप भी लो, मैं भी लेता हूं. So story begins with borrowings and end with provision. Borrowings, provision. In case of current liabilities also, borrowing, provision. Of course, in case of non-current liabilities, these are long-term borrowings, long-term provisions. In case of current liabilities, these are short-term borrowings, short-term provisions. Borrowing, provision, borrowing, provision. इसके बीच में do, इसके बीच में to. Do. D. Deferred tax liability. O. Other non-current liabilities. 2. T. Trade payables. O. Other current liabilities. So, श्री राम, बोरिंग से शुरू, प्रोविजन पे खत्म, बोरिंग से शुरू, प्रोविजन पे खत्म, बीच में डू, बीच में टू, डेफर्ड टैक्स लायबिलिटी, अदर नॉन करंट लायबिलिटीज, ट्रेड पेबल्स, अदर करंट लायबिलिटीज. Okay, now assets, non-current assets. FID लाओ. Oh, for this also we'll use मोदी जी's policy. कहते हैं ना, मेक इन इंडिया, मेक इन इंडिया. मेक इन इंडिया को प्रीवियस गवर्नमेंट क्या कहती थी? FDI. तो यानी मोदी जी कहते हैं FDI लाओ, FDI लाओ. गलती से मैंने सुन लिया, सॉरी, मैंने सुन लिया FID लाओ. FID लाओ, फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट डायरेक्ट लाओ, फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट डायरेक्ट लाओ, Foreign Investment Direct Law, FID Law. It's not FDI Law, it's FID Law. FID Law. F stands for fixed assets. Mind it, fixed assets have 4 categories. TICI. Tangible fixed assets, intangible fixed assets, capital work in progress, and intangible assets under development. I have not mentioned those 4 categories of fixed asset to keep it simple. So, the non-current assets are fixed assets, investments, of course, non-current investment. D stands for deferred tax assets, LA stands for loans and advances, and in case of non-current assets, these are long-term loans and advances, and O stands for other non-current assets. Okay, now for current assets, now we will request Modi ji. Modi ji, Shri Ram Mandir Supreme Court के ऑर्डर से बन जाएगा. The process has started. Borrowing provision आपने कर दिया, both for non-current and current. FID के लिए बहुत कुछ हो गया. अब थोड़ा सा ध्यान, IIT and CC. IIT and CC. CC stands for Commerce Champions. Commerce Champions. So थोड़ा सा ध्यान, थोड़े से पैकेजेस, थोड़े से प्रोग्राम्स IIT और कॉमर्स चैंपियंस के लिए भी लाओ. IIT CC, IIT कॉमर्स चैंपियन, IIT एंड कॉमर्स चैंपियंस, इनके लिए भी पैकेज लाओ. I stand for investment, current investment. Next I stand for inventories, then trade receivables. C and C stand for commerce champion, means cash and cash equivalent. Then LAO, LA, loans and advances, short term loans and advances, and O stand for other current assets. And have you noticed how many times O has appeared? 1, 2, 3, 4, and at every place O means other. If it is liability, it is other liability. If it is asset, it is other asset. If it is non-current, then we will say other non-current liability, other current liability. In case of assets, other non-current assets, other current assets. So it's very easy. Shri Ram Mandir, बोरिंग से शुरू, प्रोविजन पे खत्म, बोरिंग से शुरू, प्रोविजन पे खत्म, बीच में डू, बीच में टू. देन मोदी जी सबको कहते हैं FID लाओ. देन मोदी जी, वी रिक्वेस्ट यू, IIT एंड कॉमर्स चैंपियन के लिए भी पैकेज लाओ, जॉब्स लाओ. You know, for learning this is very good. You can note it down and practice, but the actual format is this. Share capital, S stands for share capital, reserves and surplus, money received against share warrant, there is no change. But in case of liabilities, there is a change. Instead of writing long term as a suffix, we should write as a prefix. It's long term borrowings, long term provisions, short term borrowings, short term provisions, non-current investments, current investments, long term loans and advances, and short term loans and advances. You can take a screenshot of this for final revision. Of course, the ultimate revision must be from your textbook, because along with this balance sheet there is a notes to accounting part in which detailed items are given of each subhead, right? And in case of fixed assets also, as I told, there are 4 categories. But you know, if you are a beginner, then I'll suggest to use this sheet. It's very easy to learn. SRM, बोरिंग से शुरू प्रोविजन पे खत्म, बोरिंग से शुरू प्रोविजन पे खत्म, बीच में डू, बीच में टू. FID लाओ, IIT एंड कॉमर्स चैंपियन लाओ. मोदी जी, कॉल फ्रॉम मोदी जी. हेलो, नमस्कार सर. जी सर, जी मैं विनय सेतिया बोल रहा हूँ सर. ओके जी सर, राइट सर. हाँ जी, ज़रूर सर. थैंक यू सर, थैंक्स अ लॉट. माय गॉश, मोदी जी का कॉल. हाउ फॉर्चुनेट वी आर. कितने लोग हैं जिनको मोदी जी का कॉल आता है. लोग महीनों सालों वेट करते हैं और हमें मोदी जी का कॉल आया है. बट आई एम सॉरी, मोदी जी की तरफ से वो कह रहे हैं उनके किसी फ्रेंड का बर्थडे है तो नहीं आ पाएंगे. भाई ठीक बात है, आपका बर्थडे होता है, आपके फ्रेंड का बर्थडे होता है तो क्लास की छुट्टी नहीं करते क्या. तो उन्होंने किया तो क्या बड़ी बात है. बट ही सेड कि उन्होंने एक मैसेज भेजा है, ज़रूर शेयर करना. ठीक है, देखते हैं. वाओ, व्हाट अ ब्रिलियंट पोस्ट. क्या चीज बनाई है मोदी जी ने, और मैसेज भी दिया है. उन्होंने कहा, विनय जी, अगर हमने राम मंदिर के लिए प्रयास ना किए होते तो फिर आप SRM, श्री राम मंदिर, शेयर कैपिटल रिजर्व एंड सरप्लस, मनी रिसीव्ड अगेंस्ट शेयर वारंट कैसे बनाते. नेक्स्ट क्या बोला उन्होंने, विनय जी, अगर हमने समय समय पर लोन की स्कीम्स ना बनाई होती, पेंडेमिक में बोरिंग का प्रोविज़न ना बनाया होता, तो आप कैसे सिखाते बोरिंग टू प्रोविज़न, बोरिंग टू प्रोविज़न, बीच में डू, बीच में टू, बोरिंग टू प्रोविज़न, बोरिंग टू प्रोविज़न, बीच में डू, बीच में टू. D stand for deferred tax liability, O stand for other non-current liability, T stand for trade payables, O stand for other current liabilities. और विनय जी, अगर हमने ये शेयर, मेक इन इंडिया वाला शेयर ना बनाया होता तो फिर आप FID लाओ कैसे बोलते. क्यों, फिक्स एसेट्स, नॉन करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, डेफर्ड टैक्स एसेट्स, लॉन्ग टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस, अदर नॉन करंट एसेट्स. क्यों, है ना हमारा पॉलिसीज का इतना अच्छा यूज. इन शॉर्ट मोदी जी कहना चाह रहे हैं कि भाई ये जो कुछ भी हमने किया है ये सब उन्होंने बताया था. मानते हैं ना आप. अब मोदी जी ने तो इतना कुछ कर दिया, अब हमारी एक रिक्वेस्ट है, मोदी जी, ये IIT एंड कॉमर्स चैंपियन, IIT एंड कॉमर्स चैंपियन, अब इनके लिए भी कोई पैकेज लाओ. IIT, I स्टैंड फॉर करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट, नेक्स्ट I स्टैंड फॉर इन्वेंट्रीज, T स्टैंड फॉर ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स, C स्टैंड फॉर कैश एंड कैश इक्विवेलेंट्स, एंड देन LA शॉर्ट टर्म लोन्स एंड एडवांसेस, O स्टैंड फॉर अदर करंट एसेट. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe.